So this India-Bhutan relationship we're looking at today,
Yeah.
you know, it's really fascinating.
I know. It's a really great example.
It's a refreshing change
Absolute.
from all the conflict we hear about every day.
Yeah.
But it's more than just like surface level friendship, right?
Right. Exactly.
I mean, there's real substance to this partnership.
Definitely a lot of depth.
So we're going to take a deep dive today
That's right. A deep dive.
into what makes this relationship tick.
We're going to uncover those key dynamics.
Exactly. So welcome everyone
Yes. Welcome.
to this deep dive into,
The India-Bhutan relationship.
yeah, we're looking at your request and
All the information we found.
trying to pull out the most important stuff for you.
Exactly.
Not getting too bogged down.
Get just the core of it.
So you can really grasp this unique bond.
A fascinating bond.
Okay, so let's jump right in,
Let's do it.
starting with the diplomatic foundations.
Right from the start.
It seems like India's early actions
Way back in 1947.
really set the stage for positive relations.
Yeah, when India recognized Bhutan's independence.
That was huge, wasn't it?
It was really a foundational act.
It showed respect for Bhutan's sovereignty right off the bat.
Right from the beginning.
It built trust.
Yeah, it was key.
But that wasn't all, right?
No, not at all.
They didn't just stop there.
There's this important treaty.
The Treaty of Friendship, right?
Yeah, signed in 1949 and then
Revised.
in 2007. That's important.
That's really interesting.
It shows how the relationship adapted.
Yeah, they reaffirmed Bhutan's independence.
And sovereignty, of course.
But also made space for closer cooperation
yeah, on shared interests.
without compromising Bhutan's autonomy.
That's the key, that balance.
So it's a living document, really.
It evolved over time, you know,
And that they have embassies in each other's capitals.
in Thimphu and New Delhi.
I think that's a powerful symbol, isn't it?
It really is a symbol of continuous engagement.
Embassies are those vital channels, right?
Absolutely, for communication.
For everything.
From high-level policy talks,
To, the everyday stuff.
like trade agreements.
Yeah, cultural exchanges.
It's all facilitated there.
And then you have those high-level visits.
Oh, yeah, those are important.
Between the leaders?
They show the commitment.
Yeah, that they're actively nurturing this relationship.
It's not just on autopilot.
No, definitely not.
They're putting in the effort.
Right, it's a dynamic process.
It's a two-way street.
Okay, so let's move on to the economic ties.
The economic side of things.
It's pretty clear
Oh, absolutely.
that India's role goes way beyond just being a trading partner.
It's much deeper than that.
They're a major supporter of Bhutan's development.
That's a key takeaway here.
So first of all,
Yeah.
India is Bhutan's largest trading partner.
That's the starting point.
But it doesn't stop there.
No.
It's more about investing in Bhutan's future.
Exactly.
India provides substantial financial assistance.
Yeah, a lot of it through grants.
Which is interesting, right?
It is. It really is.
And they align those grants,
With Bhutan's 5-year plans.
which is great.
Yeah, they're focusing on the things Bhutan needs.
Like education,
Infrastructure.
those crucial sectors.
So it's not just about facilitating trade.
It's about a shared vision for Bhutan's progress.
Absolutely.
It's about empowering Bhutan.
And then you have that free trade agreement,
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
which gives Bhutanese exports.
Duty-free access to the Indian market.
That's got to be a huge advantage.
It's a game changer.
I mean, imagine no tariffs.
It opens up a massive consumer base.
For a smaller economy like Bhutan,
It's vital.
you mentioned earlier the scale of trade.
The numbers, yeah.
Can you remind us what those figures are?
Sure. So in fiscal year 2022-23,
Okay.
the total trade between India and Bhutan
Yeah.
was about INR 12,000 crore.
Wow, that's a lot.
It shows how interconnected they are.
And beyond trade, there's direct investment too, right?
Right. Within Bhutan itself.
Yeah, India's investing in Bhutan's infrastructure. Big time. And in key areas.
Yeah, like hydropower.
We'll
Yeah.
get to that in a minute.
That kid. Yeah.
But also roads,
Yeah.
education,
Supporting institutions
creating economic opportunities.
and building those connections.
Yeah, strengthening those ties.
Okay, so let's talk about hydropower cooperation.
This is really interesting.
It seems to be a cornerstone of this relationship.
It is. It's fascinating how it works.
So what makes it so special?
Well, first, Bhutan has this untapped potential.
Hydropower potential.
Yeah, mountains, rivers,
Yeah.
it's perfect for hydropower.
And India has stepped in to help develop those resources.
Providing the money and expertise.
And they've built some major projects together, right?
Oh, yeah, some huge ones.
Like, give us some examples.
Okay, so you've got the Chuku project,
Okay.
336 megawatts of power.
Wow.
Then there's Tala,
Tala.
that's even bigger, at 120 megawatts.
That's massive.
And they're working on Punat Sangchu and Aihe.
So these are ongoing?
Yep, still under construction.
But those will be big too.
And all of this must have a huge impact on Bhutan's economy.
It's transformative, no doubt.
Let's get some specifics.
Okay, so hydropower contributes
Yeah.
about 30% to Bhutan's GDP.
Wow, that's a significant chunk.
It is. It's a key driver.
And most of that electricity is exported to India, right?
Yeah, around 70% of it.
So it's a major source of revenue for
Crucial foreign exchange.
supporting their economic stability.
Yeah, it helps them plan for the future.
It's like a win-win situation.
It really is.
Bhutan gets to develop its resources,
With India's
contribute to India's energy needs.
It's a perfect example of symbiotic cooperation.
Absolutely. Leveraging each other's strengths.
That's the key.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit
Okay.
and talk about the strategic and security dimension.
Yeah, that's important too.
They share a long border, right?
699 kilometers.
That's got to come with some consideration.
Absolutely. Security is paramount.
So how do they manage that?
Well, they have a strong security partnership.
Close cooperation on border management.
Makes sense.
They work together to address any issues.
And to ensure regional stability.
That's the ultimate goal.
And India specifically supports Bhutan's internal security.
Yes, they provide training and support.
For Bhutan's security forces.
And they're committed to upholding Bhutan's sovereignty.
Right, that's crucial.
And their territorial integrity.
And the Doklam standoff in 2017.
That was a real test of their partnership.
It was a tense situation, wasn't it?
It was. There was an attempt to build a road
On Bhutanese territory.
in the Doklam Plateau.
And India stood by Bhutan.
Absolutely. They acted together to address the situation.
It showed how serious India is.
About Bhutan's security.
Yeah, they didn't just stand back.
They were there for Bhutan.
So beyond these formal ties,
The official agreements and such.
there's also a strong cultural connection, right?
Oh, yeah. Very deep cultural ties.
Rooted in history.
Buddhism is a major unifying factor.
Yeah, shared religious heritage,
It influences their traditions.
values, daily life.
It creates a natural bond between the people.
And it's so easy for people to travel between the two countries.
Yeah, visa-free movement.
Which must help strengthen those cultural links.
Absolutely, it fosters personal connections.
Family ties often cross the border.
It promotes tourism.
People-to-people interaction is so important.
Yeah, for building understanding and goodwill.
And then there are all those Bhutanese students.
Studying in India.
That's another interesting aspect.
Yeah, thousands of them.
Going to Indian universities.
Gaining valuable skills.
Building connections.
Strengthening those ties for the future.
So we're really seeing a comprehensive relationship here.
It spans so many areas.
Diplomacy, economics, security, culture.
It's all intertwined.
What about recent developments?
Oh, yeah, things are still evolving.
Are they building on this foundation?
Absolutely, they're taking it further.
So what are some of the new things happening?
Well, there are constant high-level visits.
Okay.
Leaders are always meeting and discussing.
That shows commitment.
Yeah, they're actively engaging.
And during the pandemic,
With COVID-19.
India stepped up with vaccine matry.
Yeah, they provided vaccines to Bhutan.
That was a powerful gesture.
It showed solidarity in a crisis.
It built trust.
It was a reminder that India is there for Bhutan.
And they're not just sticking to the traditional areas.
No, they're exploring new frontiers.
Give us some examples.
Okay, so digital connectivity.
That's vital these days.
It is, it's essential.
And then space technology.
Bhutan launched its first satellite in 2022
Wow, that's amazing.
with India's help.
That's a big step.
It is, it shows their ambition.
And there are ongoing infrastructure projects too,
Yeah, improving connectivity.
making it easier for people to interact.
Yeah, fostering closer ties.
And even something like digital payments.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, how does that fit in?
It streamlines transactions.
Makes trade and tourism easier.
Remittances, too.
So it's about those everyday interactions.
Yeah, the nitty-gritty of life.
It's all connected.
It really is.
So overall, it's clear
It's crystal clear.
that the India-Bhutan relationship is something special,
It's a model of successful cooperation.
built on mutual respect
Deep trust
and comprehensive cooperation.
across all those different areas.
It's a really fascinating case study.
It goes way beyond the headlines.
So thinking about all of
This
this,
unique bond.
what lessons can other countries learn from this?
That's the big question.
How can they apply this model?
To their own regional relationships.
It's something to ponder
It is. It's food for thought.
as we navigate this complex world.
With all its challenges.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
It's been a really insightful exploration.
And we hope you learned something new today.
Definitely something to think about
And we'll see you next time.
for another deep dive into.
The world of international relations.
Yeah, stay curious.
And keep exploring.
Until next time.
Bye for now.